When a game like Game Dev Tycoon takes it upon itself to come careening into my schedule like a hot dog cart full of bricks, I find myself facing the biggest detriment to my overall productivity next to Community Season 4 finally hitting Netflix. Yes, things certainly slowed down around the old apartment after these two happened, but fortunately, I have a YouTube show, so all I had to do was turn on Fraps and boom, instant episode topic. Okay, I lied a bit. I've been looking forward to this game for a while now. Despite my penchant for large, epic AAA titles, I have a notable weakness for casual sim games, and Game Dev Tycoon looked like it was going to exploit that weakness harder than picking Bulbasaur in Pokemon Red and Blue. Because grass is strong against rock and water type, meaning that Bulbasaur has higher advantage to easiness ratio because first two gyms or whatever. With its soft, colorful look, catchy music, and innovative concept, I was hooked long before I even went fishing. And if you follow me on Facebook, which you should all be doing anyways, you'll know that I statused about this game a whole 2 times, which is kind of a lot for me. When I finally got my digital hands on a digital copy of this digital game, because I got it on Steam, I was not disappointed. I enjoyed the hell out of this thing. Complex, yet easy to learn and easy to play. Game Dev Tycoon puts you into the shoes of an independent game developer in the mid to late 80s, starting by developing games in your garage for the Commodore 64 or early PC, and slowly takes you through 35 years of gaming history, introducing companies such as Ninvento with their influential TES console, Vena with their Oasis, and Micronsoft with the M-Box. Yeah, this goes all the way up, and even has us developing for the hypothetical PlaySystem 5 and M-Box next. Is this game so bold as to claim it knows how the next generation of console gaming will pan out? I doubt it. I figure they were just giving us more material to work with. The real meat of the game comes from the development of the games that your game studio will become known for. You start off by choosing a topic, a genre, a platform, an engine, if you've made one, and lastly a title. Then, because apparently developing a game is the easiest thing in the world, your workers just start making the damn thing. And you can watch the design and tech points roll in, stepping in every now and then to tell your people how much time to spend on very general categories. I had fun coming up with titles and ideas for games, imagining epic fantasy adventures, huge space battles, and tense political thrillers, but of course it was all in my head. A frustration I had was if you forget to give your game a title other than, say, game number 38, which the game will suggest, you have one, and only one chance to change it, and that is right before it ships. But of course, just hitting enter or clicking away from the text box isn't enough to signal that you want to change the title, and if you don't click that little check mark next to it, you will ship a game called Game Number 38, which wound up being my top seller. It was a fun and endearing game, but it wasn't long before I realized what was really going on. This game is really everything Extra Credits warned us about. It's a Skinner's box, and doesn't even really do a good job of hiding it. There are numbers that get added to other numbers, and you get to watch the numbers number until the numbers mean good things. Then happiness occurs, but sometimes the numbers don't number as much, and then suddenly your number one job is figuring out why the numbers didn't number enough to make these numbers more numbers. Seriously, the joy in this game might as well come from filling up gas tanks. It may sound like I'm oversimplifying a lot, but, well, not really. There are, if we're being generous here, a grand total of 5 environments for your minions to work in, which is only 2 more than a Persona game. Lol, JK. And that's pretty much all that happens. Your minions work. That's all there is to look at. Even when you send them on vacation, they're still at their desks. Only ghostly. It's probably one of the most unexciting games to look at, certainly to watch, I would imagine. The intrigue comes from, like I said before, watching numbers move. Even the music goes from catchy to sinister before long as it just keeps looping and looping and looping and looping. The worst thing that happened in this game was my company going bankrupt. Not because I effectively lost, but because it meant I had to listen to the music that much longer while I tried the game again. There are different kinds of numbers to think about, sure, like the various points that go into designing a game, the stats of your characters, the money that goes towards salaries and developments, but that's kind of where the intrigue begins and ends. There's only so much involvement for you to experience in the development of your hypothetical games, and once the routine is figured out, what little gameplay there is becomes incredibly repetitive. In the end, it's a nice looking number crunching sim game, and isn't that all it needs to be? I'm not sure if it's worth the $10 price tag, as it really is only a 3 to 5 hour game, but it's a well-polished little time waster with the potential to drag you well into its world. Despite its viciously stagnant animations and environments, both of my roommates found themselves dragged in from the hallway to look at this colorful, different-looking game on my computer screen. They didn't even seem to care that the only thing happening on the screen was between 5 and 7 people working on a fictional, entirely imaginary game. My critical brain screams, bad game, not worth it. But if 15 hours played is the game's goal, then I guess it did its job. Yeah, I know it's a short video, but it's a short game, so go watch some others if you want some more video-ness. I hear this one's pretty good. I don't know, I'm like this one, but also Facebook, Twitter, that magazine I write for. There's plenty of me to go around. Also, you should totally like and subscribe.